Wow. Wow. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Oh. I don't know how long I've got. I can't even speak, guys. It's like it's taking my words out. I feel like I'm levitating. Oh. Hey. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, my people, how is everyone doing, man? Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is, man. It's your favorite music connoisseur Henry here, and I am back again for an album reaction. And if you clicked on this video, you probably already know why I'm here, and you already know why you're here as well. You know why you clicked on this video, right? I am here to react to the debut studio album from the American rock band Boston, and coincidentally enough, debut album of Boston is also called Boston, so it's a self-titled debut album. Listen, I love me one of those, you know. I love it when an album is named after the artist. I think it's pretty cool. This is slightly out of my comfort zone because you know, I don't normally react to rock albums, and I'm not really a frequent listener of rock music. Obviously there are some rock bands that I absolutely love, you know. Radiohead, if you don't know, is my favorite rock band of all time, and I've listened to the likes of Led Zeppelin before. I like some of their music, but it's not my go-to. So this is me kind of coming out of my comfort zone, and I'm pretty excited for this one, man, because listen, in life sometimes you can't always play the same. Sometimes you need to open yourself up to try new things. And yeah, that's what I'm here to do today, guys. I am here to listen to Boston's debut album. And coincidentally, man, like, this album apparently is one of the best debut albums of all time. Just seeing some of the stats from this album, I mean, this album was released in 1976 on Epic Records. Listen, 1976, I wasn't even born then, you know, and that was a very long time ago. But this album ended up peaking at #3 on the Billboard 200 charts, and it's been since certified, guys, 17 times platinum. It's gone diamond, basically. It's gone diamond, and 17 times platinum is just absolutely insane, man. So the stats back it up. The stats say that this is one of the best debut albums of all time. This album is the second best selling debut album of all time, only behind Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. You know what, Guns N' Roses is another band that I probably should react to, because I've heard a couple of them songs as well, and yeah, man, Guns N' Roses, they're definitely a legendary band, so stay tuned maybe for that one. But yeah, guys, listen, I'm excited to get into this one, man. Like I said, me coming out of my comfort zone, so I don't really know what to expect, but that's what makes it more exciting. Guys, if you're looking for more reaction videos on our channel, Jarvis, who is also part of Still Colour, has done a phenomenal job over the last 3 or 4 years by reacting to some of, you know, your favorite rock bands. I'm talking the likes of Rolling Stone, the Beatles, Sex Pistols. Jarvis has practically done them all. So if we're looking for more rock reactions, then please go ahead and look at or search some of those reactions on our channel page, and they should come up. And Jarvis plans on doing a lot more, you know, in the near future. So if you want to see all of that, you already know what to do. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Show us some love, man. And yeah, like, let's get into it, man. So this is the debut album, Boston, by the rock band Boston. Let's see how this one's gonna sound, man. Let's go. This album is fairly short, you know, so it's 8 tracks long, and it has a runtime of about 37 minutes, and the first track off of this album, guys, is called More Than a Feeling. Oof. Listen, I'm already getting more than a feeling, just just obviously reading that song title out. I'm already getting, you know, some sort of goosebumps, man. Listen, let's get into it, man. This is More Than a Feeling. Wow. gosh, guys, I cannot believe it. I'm so sorry for pausing it. I know this song. This song is, oh my days, I have heard this song so many times on the radio. Oh my days, this is an absolute classic. I never knew that this was from Boston. Wow. Guys, man, that is crazy. Listen, when I was a child, right, or when I was a kid, I mean, I'm a grown man now, but I always used to hear this song on the radio a lot. It was this song and Aerosmith's "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing." Those were the two sort of rock songs that used to get played so many times on our local radio stations here in the UK. And yeah, I think I grew some sort of affection to this song. So immediately when I heard the hook, it kind of, you know what I'm saying? It took me back, to those days, man. And wow, guys, I can't believe, oh my days. Listen, so sorry for pausing, because I don't really want to do that. I want to listen to the tracks the whole way through before giving my opinion, but I just had to do that, man. Wow. Oh my gosh. Hey. Yeah. Wow. Wow. That was more than a feeling. Honestly, that took my absolute breath away. And considering the fact that I've probably heard this song for the 10th millionth time, man, and it still makes me feel like this. Guys, that is what you call timeless music, man. And oh my gosh, there's so much to dissect about that track. I don't even know where to start. First of all, I think the lead vocalist, I think his name is Brad. I can't remember what his second name is. Guys, let me know in the comment section below, but I think the lead vocalist's name is Brad. Brad, you mother effing killed that track. You slaughtered it, you murdered it, you absolutely obliterated it vocally. I mean, wow. What a vocal performance by Brad. Vocally, Brad was absolutely flawless on that record, man. And also the guitar solos that I heard as well, the guitar licks, they were incredible, man. I mean, everything about this song is just absolutely amazing. And guys, man, this is what you call timeless music, bro. Like, you can't touch this. You can't touch this. Like, you actually can't. Hearing this song and really sort of holding into what it means. I mean, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. This is obviously me picking it up as I am obviously reacting to you, but I feel like this song is describing the emotions of a singer that's going through, a particular feeling when they hear a song that takes them back to a particular time. I mean, we've all been there, right? I mean, there's so many songs that I know personally that takes me back to a time in my life that was either favorable or not favorable, if that makes sense. And even remember when I heard the chorus of this, it took me back to, a time where I used to hear this on the radio. That's what music does, man. Music is it's a feeling. I mean, the track title sums it up perfectly. More than a feeling. Music to me is more than a feeling. That's why I love it so much. For those of you who don't know my background, I used to work in the music industry. I worked at Universal Music for about 4 or 5 years. Then I worked at a distribution company. I'm involved in music for a long time, and just even separate from my career in music, I just love music, and yeah, like this perfectly describes how I feel about music. Like music makes you, it makes you feel emotions, right? Like it makes you feel emotional. Music can, it can heal the soul. It can make you feel happy. It can make you feel sad. Like music is all about emotion, and emotion is all about music. So both of them to me go hand in hand with one another. So it was just very fitting for me to hear, like what this particular song was about. And I mean, even just diving through some of the lyrics, I turned on some music to start my day. I lost myself in a familiar song. I closed my eyes and I slipped away. Again, perfectly describes how music makes me feel sometimes, man. Sometimes I can just get lost in a particular track, and like I said, it takes me back to a time in my life, and yeah, that's how powerful music is, man. So yeah, guys, I mean, even so many people have come and gone, their faces fade as the years go by. Like this is very introspective and very deep, and yeah, man, guys, that was the first record. That was track number one. So track number two is called Peace of Mind. Boy, do we all need that in this world. Peace of mind. Listen, we're all striving for that. We all need that, particularly the way the world is right now, man. Peace of mind is everything. So guys, listen, let's see if this track is going to give me some peace of mind. So this is track number two, Peace of Mind. Let's go. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Come on. Woo. Woo. Come on. Woo. Woo. Come on. Yeah. Guys, that was Peace of Mind. Oh my days. What an experience. Guys, I don't think I'm gonna make it through the album. I mean, if the first two tracks are starting off like this, I mean, guys, how am I gonna survive? How am I gonna survive? Wow. That was a that was a musical experience, man. I mean, everything I'm hearing so far is just next level. I mean, wow. Wow. First of all, the instrumentation is this out of this world, man. I love the message and theme behind this record. And what's funny is what Boston are talking about in this record still applies in today's society. This album was made in the 70s, right? So fast forward 50, 60 years later, right? We're very much living in the same time. I mean, if obviously my interpretation of the song isn't wrong, I mean, this is about taking note of the world and society around you. Whilst everyone is on their grind, trying to rise up the corporate ladder, and getting caught up in the hustle and bustle of the corporate life, sometimes you need to kind of take a step back and be content with where you are in life. Do you know what? I think this, on a personal level, I can relate to, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching can relate to it as well. I mean, in society, we are often programmed into thinking that we need to climb the corporate ladder in order to reach a certain level of success, right? Because obviously, the higher you go up the corporate ladder, the more money you make, the more status you achieve. And a lot of people have been programmed into thinking that way. But what you don't realize by doing that is the more and more you climb up the ladder, the more and more your values and your morals get tested, right? And the more and more you can potentially lose yourself. I mean, I was working in the music industry. I did reach a pretty decent level, but that also comes with sacrifices. Maybe you can't spend a lot of time with your loved ones because you're too busy working, because you have so many things that you need to get done. You have so many responsibilities at work. So oftentimes the people at your workplace see you more than your family sees you. And for me, I just kind of realized that stuff wasn't really important to me. What this lyric kind of sums it up perfectly. Now you're climbing to the top of the company ladder. Hope it doesn't take too long. Can't you see there'll come a day when it won't matter? Come a day when you will be gone. So essentially what this lyric is saying, and this lyric is very powerful, by the way, there'll be a day where all of it doesn't matter. There'll be a day where you might be a millionaire, you might be a billionaire, but when you die, you die. You can't take that money with you. And what worth is money when you can't spend it, right? You know what I'm saying? What is it when you can't spend it? I'd rather pour myself and pour my time into stuff that really does matter, outside of the materialistic stuff, like my family, my friends, stuff that money can't really buy, When you kind of step back and you are content with what you have, that is truly when you get peace of mind. That was a beautiful record, man. Absolutely beautiful record. So track number 3 is called Foreplay. That's long time. I mean, foreplay, does this song mean foreplay in a sexual sense or like in a metaphoric sense? I mean, let's wait and find out. Come on, let's go. This is track number 3. Let's go. Woo! Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. What is going on, guys? I feel like I'm levitating. Wow. Oh. Oh my gosh. Hey. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What is this? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. Oh my. Guys, sorry, I just had to pause it. Oh my gosh. Oh. The way that solo guitar came in. Oh. Guys, it literally is. You know, it hit me deep in my soul. It hit me deep in my soul. Oh, guys, I listen. I'm gonna save my commentary for after this song is playing, but I don't know how long. I don't know. I don't know how long I've got. I can't even speak, guys. It's like it's taking my words out of my. Oh my god. Woo! Damn. What? I'm even out of breath. Oh my days. That arguably has to be one of the greatest rock tracks of all time. Guys, that has to be. That absolutely has to be. That has to be up there with one of the greatest rock tracks of all time. And what I'm also, trying to figure out is that obviously it was supposed to be two tracks, right? So Foreplay and Long Time. I'm guessing Foreplay was the sort of instrumental that I heard in the beginning. So I'm guessing that was Foreplay, and then it sort of moved into very seamlessly, by the way, Long Time. So it's like Foreplay was like part one, and then Long Time was sort of part two. So it's like two tracks are merged into one, but Guys, the instrumental that I heard in the beginning, Foreplay, again, that arguably has to be one of the greatest instrumental introductions of all time in rock, period. Again, I'm not very, versed in this area of rock, so maybe I'm just talking absolute shit. But for my little knowledge, for my very little knowledge, that has to be up there, right? That track was incredible. I don't know who exactly was playing it, but there was definitely a B3 organ solo that was played. I think during the instrumental part of this record, so during Foreplay, or maybe was it during Long Time, I definitely heard a B3 organ solo. I know a little bit about, like guitars, electronic guitars, solo guitars, but I think that was a B3 solo that was played. But either way, it was flipping incredible, man. That legit took my breath away. I mean, Boston must have been high when they made this when they made this album. They must have been out of their psychedelic mind, because the sounds that I'm hearing are they're just, man. I really like the bridge on this record as well. I thought the bridge was good on this record. Let me just move on before I just totally when you just pass out. Let me just move on, because what this album is doing to me, this is just an experience that I've never felt before listening to a rock album. Actually, to be fair, I have felt like sort of like an outly worldly experience listening to Radiohead, but this is just different. I don't know how to explain it. But track number 4 is called Rock and Roll Band. Boy, we're halfway through. I mean, guys, pray for me, man. Seriously. Yeah. 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 So guys, that was Rock and Roll Band, man, and this was a classic rags to riches story. Before I get into what I'm gonna say, I haven't even mentioned the arrangements that I've heard so far on this album. They are literally the way that the songs are arranged and the way that the songs are structured. Like, this is just a musical masterclass, guys. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I'm a music nerd, I'm a music freak, so when it comes to stuff like this, I really pay attention to it. Like, I pay attention to the small details, and right now, man, I cannot fault what I am hearing. Like, honestly, the arrangements are basically perfect, man. This was a rags to riches story, basically reminiscent about how the band came up in the music industry. Obviously the tough come up, basically. That's what I sort of got from this, that it was tough. for them to eventually break through into the music industry, but they eventually did, landing themselves a record deal. I heard like stuff like, you know, on the road to try and make ends meet, playing all the bars, sleeping in our cars. So it looks like they were hustling, man. Like they were very determined to obviously try and either get a record deal or just make it in music, man. I mean, when you're sleeping in cars and practicing out on the street, you really want it. You really want it, man. They didn't have much money, barely enough to even survive. And then one day they got on stage and they got ready to play, and people were coming alive. It goes to show you how motivated and how determined they were, and how much they believed in themselves. I mean, to be doing all of this, you know, to be chasing a dream, knowing that you don't really have much money in the bank, knowing that you barely have even enough to survive, and you're still chasing that dream because you believe not only in yourself but in your bandmates. You believe in what you're creating. I mean, I love to hear when stories like this turn out to be successful. They ended up landing their record deal, and like they say, man, the rest is history. You know, they'll go down as one of the most successful rock bands of all time. Not a lot of people, you know, can like be so fixated on something that it doesn't matter how many setbacks they receive, they still never give up. They still keep on trying, man. So many people give up. So many people give up, man. But Boston never gave up. They believed in themselves, and now they are reaping the benefits, man. And that's a lesson to everybody. And I think one thing I love about this album is teaching us real life lessons. You know, they're sharing the experiences that a lot of people can relate to in life. I mean, like I said, the stuff that they're talking about now are things that are still relatable in today's society, man. Another awesome track, man. So far, they have not put a foot wrong. Honestly, they have not put a foot wrong. So track number 5 is called Smokin. Smokin. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh. Hey, hey, hey. Come on. Damn. Hey, hey, hey. Come on. Come on. Come on. Woo. Hey, 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 hey. Boom. Yeah. Love this. Guys, that was Smokin. And guys, I can't even lie to you. I think so far that is my favorite record, man. That has such a feel good vibes, that's feeling to it, man. Like I couldn't help but, you know, just dance to it, man. And I can't imagine how people felt hearing this track for the first time when it came out during the 70s, man, because obviously the 70s was such a feel good time in rock music in America, man. You know, a lot of people that I speak to, a lot of music heads say that like between the 60s, 70s, and 80s, that was like the golden era, golden period of rock music, man, and definitely embodies, you know, that time and that sort of culture that was apparent back in the 70s when it comes to like rock music. It's sort of capturing the essence of what it was to be a part of the rock culture at that specific time. I mean, remember I said during the previous track, you know, I kind of joked about it, but I said to myself that, yo, Boston must have been, you know, pretty high or just out of their minds when they recorded this album. And it seems like what I said may be true, because I think in the chorus they were referencing smoking, smoking, we're cooking tonight, just keep on talking. I think that's in reference to some sort of drug. Maybe it was marijuana, maybe it was speed, maybe it was ecstasy. I don't know, it was some type of drug, but it seems like, yeah, they were high. And obviously in rock music during that time, for what I know, guys, correct me in the comment section below, like a lot of people, you know, were on psychedelics, or a lot of people were, you know, on some sort of drugs or taking drugs, or marijuana I think was very big in that period of time. I think as well, also just dissecting the lyrics, I think also there was reference to not only, you know, like drugs and marijuana, which was obviously very prevalent back in the 70s when it comes to rock music. I think also as well it picked up on like the party sort of vibe that rock music also brought to the table. I mean, you know, I think like just dissecting the lyrics, get your feet to the floor, everybody rock and roll, you've got nothing to lose, just the rhythm and blues, that's all. That perfectly sums up how rock and roll music was back in those days, because you know, I used to speak to some of my label bosses back at Universal Music. You know, some of them grew up in this exact era, man. And they used to tell me, Henry, man, like rock and roll music was just, it was just, you know, it wasn't about this, it wasn't about that. Like, it was just vibey, man. It was just like, it's very laid back, very chill. You know, like people used to come and just have a good time, get drunk, get high, you know, and just party, man. And this song definitely captures what the culture was like back in the day, man. And I always say, like, I would have loved to have grown up in that time and just experience that. People don't really, you know, anytime you go to a club, man, people don't really dance, they don't really have a good time. They're just too conscious of how, you know, they look to other people, like they're very stiff as well. Like it's just very different. It's a very different time. But back in the 70s, man, like people didn't care about all of that. People didn't care how they looked to another person. They were just there to have a good time. They were there to just let their troubles loose and just be carefree. And yeah, man, like, yeah. So this song definitely, you know, depicts that culture. The organ solo that I heard as well on the record was insane, man. Like, we've gotten so many different variations on this album, man, and some of the guitar solos, for starters, have been some of the best I've ever heard. I think this is definitely my favorite track so far, man. It's just a feel good record. It makes you feel good. I don't even know how to explain it. It makes you feel good, man. Track number 6, guys, is called Hitch A Ride. Let's see how this one sounds. Whoa. Hitch A Ride. Honestly, man, the guitar solos are too much. They're just too much. They're just too much. Like honestly, they are too much, and they keep getting better and better with every track that I hear. But it seems like this track was there was a form of escapism on this record. I can't even lie to you, mate. This sort of track screams to me, just by the chorus alone, a person that is looking to run away from their problems, or maybe they've outgrown the current location or the current environment that they're in. Maybe that environment doesn't serve them no more. Maybe that environment is toxic. Maybe that environment is stale, and it's become a bit too much that they just want to leave. They don't even know where they're going. They're hitching a ride because this person is desperate to just leave this place behind and just maybe go to another place and start afresh. Talk about freedom on my mind. Maybe they just want to get away for a little bit and just clear their mind, clear their head. And a change of scenery sometimes is good. A change of scenery sometimes can be beneficial to you from a mental point of view, from a physical point of view, from a spiritual point of view. Like I can count enough times on my fingers that when life gets on top, I just want to book a holiday and just fly out somewhere. I don't even care where I'm going. I just want to get out of the place that I'm in right now because I just need time to think. I need time to reset. I need time to just refuel, man. And yeah, we all need that sometimes, man. So very, very interesting. But another awesome track, guys, man. And the guitar solos continue to be breathtaking. Track number 7 is called Something About You. Wow. This seems... Oh my gosh. I love how they switched up the tempo. I thought this was going to be a more mellow, sort of sad, down tempo record, and then boom, changes the tempo / frequency in a couple seconds. Wow. Come on. Love that record as well, man. I mean, I liked all the records I've heard so far, but obviously I have a couple that are standouts, and I have, obviously one that's my favorite so far. You already know what that is, but honestly, man, all of the records have been great. But again, I just have to talk about the structure right here, because I think structuring and arrangements in music is a lost art, because even I know it's simple, right? And I know that they were doing this commonly in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, right? But just having a verse and a pre-chorus, then a bridge, then a guitar solo, like these are essentials in music, in my opinion. And it's honestly, like music nowadays it's a lost art, right? And it's so refreshing to hear, you know, a structure in music records. Like it seems so small, but it's so big at the same time. And like I said, as a music nerd myself, man, I just love it. Like I love the arrangements that I'm hearing. A very refreshing song to hear, because this was a song for me that was about vulnerability, and it was about letting your guard down. If my ears don't deceive me, I think this was about, you know, describing an experience regarding developing feelings towards a woman. You know, like admitting that you like her, or admitting that you've got feelings for her. I think this is what this song was about, because obviously, like I said, dissecting the lyrics. But there was something about you I really want you to know. It brought a change over me. It's starting to show. I've got this feeling inside. You know, got to have ya. Ain't no good to hide. So essentially, it's you know, him explaining that he's starting to develop some sort of feelings towards a woman. And it's good to sort of talk about stuff like this, because listen, talking about your feelings, right, and admitting that you like a woman is not easy for a man to do, especially back in those days, because, you know, you had a lot of alpha males, right, back in those days. And I think also, especially for a rock star, man, you know, to admit that, you know, you have feelings for a woman, and just to be vulnerable in a record, that's not an easy thing for a rock star, let alone a man, to do. So the fact that he's obviously opening up, putting his heart out on the line, and admitting to a woman that he likes her, that's a big thing. It shouldn't be a big thing, in my opinion. It shouldn't be, because listen, if you like somebody, tell them, you know, like let it be known. You know, you shouldn't really be scared to be emotional and be, you know, like very reactive to your feelings. Like, it shouldn't be like that. But unfortunately, back in those days, and maybe not so much now, but back in those days, like, it was seen as sort of a taboo. You know, you kind of had to be this strong alpha male that has a heart of stone, and, you know, you don't really talk about like the emotional side of your feelings. Like, you just have to sort of keep that under wraps and be this sort of hard-nosed guy. But yeah, like, I love the fact that he's kind of opening up, being vulnerable, and telling a woman how he feels, you know. And I hope that like the feelings were reciprocated, because listen, if they weren't, then guys, don't expect this guy to ever open up about liking a woman again, you know, because, you know, as men, we can be very prideful, and we have egos. Come on, man, we have to admit, we do have big egos sometimes, and we can be prideful. So yeah, listen, and a lot of men don't take good to rejection, let me tell you that, you know. But yeah, I love this, man. I love this. Like I said, I love the vulnerability, and just the emotional side of it, man. And yeah, like, I love it, man. I love it. Moving on to the last track of the album. It's called Let Me Take You Home Tonight. Let's see if it's gonna finish off. Let's see if this track is gonna finish off with a bang, man. Let's go.
I'm not like this. I'm really kinda shy, but I get this feeling whenever you walk by. I don't wanna damn you. I wanna make you high. If you could see your way to me, come on and let me try. Let me take you home tonight. Mama, it's alright. Let me take you home tonight.
Yeah.
I'll show you sweet tonight. I've watched you for so long that I feel I've known you. I know it can't be wrong. If we just get together, I wanna make you see. I'm dreaming of your
that was Let Me Take You Home Tonight, and it seems like he's doubling down from the first record. He's totally opened up his heart, and listen, he wants to take her home tonight. He's making it clear, I want you. You know, he is doubling down, and I love to see him. And listen, if we want to experience love, guys, we need to be vulnerable. I'm talking about my men, yeah? Women, listen, I know you guys are sorted, but listen, this is to the women too, not just to the men. But if we really want to open ourselves up to love, we need to learn to be vulnerable. It doesn't matter if we've been, hurt before in the past. I know that makes it a lot more difficult to open yourselves up again, but listen, love is a beautiful thing, and you deserve love. You do. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You deserve to be loved. Love, honestly, is what makes the world go round. Without love, we truly have nothing in this world, man. So you gotta let yourself, or you gotta at least try and open yourself up to it, man, because it's a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing, man. Everybody deserves it, Everybody deserves some form of love, man. So I'm glad that, he's literally doubling down and saying, listen, I want to take you home tonight. I'm putting my heart, I'm putting everything on the table, I'm letting it be known that I want you. And yeah, man, listen, he's been straight about it. He's not beating around the bush, yeah, man. And what a way to end this album, guys. Honestly, what a way to end this album. That was truly a magical experience. I mean, guys, where do I even start? From a music production standpoint, this is one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. And listen, I've listened to a bunch of albums. Listen, I can't even tell you how much albums I've listened to in my life from so many different genres, but I can comfortably say this is one of the best produced albums I have ever heard. This album was practically flawless, guys. And I can see why this album was so popular and why it did so well from a commercial standpoint and a critical standpoint, right? This album is just next level, man. Like, the vocal performance, guys, from Brad on this album, man, was truly magical. Like I said, the production was next level. The guitar solos that I've heard are some of the best guitar solos I have listened to in my life. I mean, these guys were on absolute crack when they made this album. They were in another universe. They were on another planet when they made this, because this is just out of this world, guys. This is out of this world. And I love the themes and the topics that this album touched on as well. Very relatable themes and topics that a lot of people not only can relate to, but can learn from, I love it when an album is not only just sonically pleasing, but it's also educational. It's also things that, like I said, people can pick from and people can apply to their own lives, and people can not only apply to their lives but better their lives from as well. Like, I love albums that are introspective. I love albums that you can learn lessons from, and this album was definitely it, man. It had so much and more, right? Album for me, man, honestly, man, I hold it in such high regard. Just off of first listen. I need to listen to it more times, because obviously there were certain things that I'm sure I didn't pick up. Obviously it's my first listen, guys. I did my best, went out of my comfort zone. So obviously take it easy on me. But on first listen, guys, this album is absolutely amazing. I'm going to try and listen to it a few more times in my own time, just to try and pick up on stuff that I didn't hear on my first listen. But guys, honestly, this was an awesome experience. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if there's any more albums you recommend that I listen to, man, fire them off in my direction. Remember, like I said, man, Jarvis has done a great job in reacting to some of the most iconic rock albums of the past. So if you want to check out his stuff, obviously check him out on our channel. This will come up. He's done a bunch of them and they've all done extremely well. They're all extremely popular. So check out Jarvis's stuff. He's got more videos coming, so stay locked into Still Color. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back again real soon with another one. But until then, my people, have a great day. Peace.